Sensual Essences is a brand new podcast technology that you can use every day.
I listened to Sensual Essences and I didn't get a single dollar in the mail.
Oh my God, Sensual Essences did not cure my fibromyalgia.
That's right. All you have to do is listen to Sensual Essences every day and you'll get the results you're after too.
I didn't lose a single pound listening to Sensual Essences.
Sensual Essences, now streaming on any podcasting service. Shit, man, the heat's here.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, can you believe it? You know...
Daniel, how many shows has it been, Daniel?
Mammy.
What year is it? Is it 1975? Is it 2075?
Now,
I don't even know what year it is anymore, Daniel.
Who are you?
I'm your brother, Michael.
Wow, I didn't know I had a brother.
Sure, I think I'm from the future, but I might be from the past.
Wow, okay, listen, it's great
Daniel,
to meet you.
This is our 100th show.
Wow, 100 shows.
I can't believe we've done 100 shows and we're still brothers.
I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Sensual Essences, now celebrating 100 shows of pure family fun.
100 shows.
That's right.
We did it. We started at 0, and then we did 1, and we did all the shows all the way up to now. But we don't even know what year it is.
And now introducing our new character, Little Orphan Mikey. Tell us about yourself, Little Orphan Mikey.
I was raised by my own parents, but I'll be an orphan for now because I don't know where I am.
Unlike the other orphans, Little Orphan Mikey was raised by his own parents, but always felt estranged by them because they were totally abusive to him.
I know, I don't want to say that, but I suppose I should.
He's the only little boy in the world who wishes he were an orphan. An orphan.
I have loving parents, but I've always admired orphans.
He saw in them the strength in him that he wished he always had.
I love my family. I just wish I was an orphan sometimes.
One day we hope that Little Orphan Mikey gets his wish. How can we accomplish that for him?
It's okay, because I don't know what year it is, but I feel like it could be any year.
Little Orphan Mikey, coming to a theater near you. Wow, Mike, 100 shows.
Wow. Dan, I can't believe it, Dan. You know, it's been real.
It's been real.
I feel like it's been real, and we're just going to keep making it even more real.
It's like it's going to get even realer than real, man. This is like a simulacrum of simulacra within simulacry, all wrapped up in...
It's a simulacraloso.
You know, I'm similactose intolerant, so this whole thing doesn't really jive with me.
Well, I've been taking my simulation smoothalations, which I think everybody's taking now.
Yeah, I think I could summarize the last 100 shows in 2 words: simulation masturbation. Because really what we're doing is...
Wow, those are your words, huh, Dan? Yeah. Those are the words, I guess we're just going to print that, huh?
Print it on a t-shirt, put it on a bumper sticker, tattoo it on your forehead.
Tattoos.
So what do you think, man? 100 years of shows. 100 shows in 100 years.
I mean, it's been a century of celebration, and I think we're still, you know, we've done 100 shows, and I feel like we're just sort of getting the hang of it. You know, Dan, it's been 100 shows, and we're just now getting the hang of it. You know, that's what it goes to show you. Practice
takes a village.
Makes perfect. It takes a village. Takes craftsmanship.
Boldness.
Decisiveness.
Accountability, really. Honestly, holding each other accountable this whole time has really, I think, been the secret to our success.
And coddling.
Cuddling after each show. We do cuddle for a few hours.
We do. I mean, I think what people don't really realize is, we've sort of passed this off all as like an improvisational show, but really, I mean, the script writers, the production, the set designers, costume,
I mean,
makeup,
we couldn't have done it without any of those people.
Lighting, the gaffers, the lighting,
Catering,
the
production,
union guys,
the producers, and also our agent,
Warner Brothers, Paramount Pictures. Getting all that stuff from Quentin Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg was backing us, and Martin Scorsese, and all those guys just saying, hey, we love the show, and is there anything we can do?
Yeah. But you know what? We shouldn't. Okay, let's not forget to be humble here, and I just want to take a moment to point my finger to the sky and thank the man upstairs for everything that he's done for us. And
I'm gonna just point upwards too. I'm gonna match, and then I'm gonna raise you, Dan, because I'm pointing now with two hands.
Oh God!
To the big guy upstairs, who we wouldn't be able to do anything. If it just wasn't for a little bit of that grace.
The God's grace
coming down.
I got to say,
smothering up in that gravy, that podcast gravy.
When we point our two fingers to the sky, listen. When we point our two fingers to the sky, we also have to acknowledge that we've got 6 fingers pointing down to the man downstairs.
Well, I guess, and then there's obviously the thumbs, which are kind of pointing off sideways.
To the men on our right and left, our caretakers and handlers.
The handlers.
Brave men and women that have been through this roller coaster with us.
Yeah.
And really thinking forward, what do you think is in store for us for the next 5 minutes?
I think it's also important to acknowledge,
God damn it, you fucking interrupt me every fucking time I get a thought going.
Well, I just wanted to acknowledge the people that have taken oaths, Dan. We certainly need to acknowledge
the oath takers.
Doctors and criminal lawyers, and then the kind of criminal lawyers who are criminals.
And our whole team of doulas and midwives that we have.
So good. They're so good. There's good, and then there's just that so good.
Yeah.
They are so fucking good.
And I also want to acknowledge my personal periodontist that I have on staff.
Oh yeah. I also want to just say thank Mark. Mark is making these smoothies that are like fucking good.
Essential smoothies.
He does that bubble tea thing.
Boba.
And he always, oh God, I fucking love those fucking bubble tea things. I think I'm having too many of them now, though, because he always just brings them right up, and it's like fucking good.
You know what I love to do with that shit?
Thank you, Mark.
I don't chew, it's satisfying to chew the bubbles, the boba, but what's really fun is if you just swallow it, they come out whole in your stools the next day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I got to try that.
Yeah.
That is a hot tip. See, now that's the kind of stuff that you're not going to get on the other shows.
Yeah.
Those are kind of hot tips that are gonna, that's gonna make, you don't know where that's gonna come in handy.
You never know.
Now.
So look, I kind of want to just pivot here because, after 100 shows, we should, take a few minutes.
I feel like Dan.
God damn it! Would you let me get a fucking word out?
You've got some new verticals that we're all really excited about. Dan's verticals and his horizontals. We're really enthused, elated, and delighted. Go ahead, take it away, Dan.
Yeah. It's like talking to a 6-year-old sometimes when I'm talking to you. Right? Like I'm saying one thing and then you just interrupt and start talking about something.
Are we there yet?
Yeah. Last time I took the kids up to Yosemite, it wasn't are we there yet? It was are we at there? Are we at there? Anyway.
See, that's like the kind of shit, you can't make that stuff
anyway,
up.
so listen, let's take a few minutes, recognize what we've accomplished, and also I want to take a few minutes, take out the binoculars, the looking glass. Well, I guess a looking glass is a mirror. Take out the telescope and look forward to see where we're going.
Well, I was going to look into my crystal ball. I didn't spend like $200 on this fucking. It's not even that big. It's like a 3-inch sphere.
Only 3.
When when they sent on Amazon, this thing looked like it was like 16 inches.
Mm-hmm.
They had it on the fucking soothsayer's fucking whatever table, fucking whatever. It looked like it was a lot bigger in the picture, and then it's like they send you the little thing, and you see the background was just this little printed thing to make it look bigger. Anyway, it was $200. I can't send it back now. I waited too long.
Yeah, all right. So turn on your crystal ball, do some hand waving.
Glow.
What do you see for the next 5? You know, look. Well, how about this? Let's look. Let's look back and.
Are you supposed to shake this thing up or something? It looks like there's like stuff in it. Like,
interruptions. How can I have done 100 shows with the constant?
Okay, I shook it up. It's like it's cool. It's cool.
100 shows of interruptions.
100 years of interruptions.
All right, so here's what I think we've accomplished in 100 shows. So, first of all, I think we're both pretty comfortable doing any character we want to do.
Okay, that has nothing to do with anything, but go ahead.
I'm not nervous doing any shows anymore. And I've also realized that in the middle of it, sometimes when you feel like you're falling down and you listen back later, it's actually pretty good. So
Dan, that's really sincere, Dan. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, and it feels like sometimes you're failing, but you got to not make any kind of judgments in the moment about it, because you never know what's going to happen with whatever is happening. Does that make sense?
You know, and I feel like if you can just take those little lessons you learn and just apply it to other things.
Yeah.
You know, you can apply that to like your driving or your pooping or anything really. You know, it's a state of mind, and that's why Sensual Essences is just like blowing up. I think. Just
Honestly, I think so.
People are getting, you know, people in the industry are.
Well, they're
finding
getting
out.
pumped.
People in all kinds of industry, gaming, entertainment,
Plastic manufacturing, injection molding,
you know, animal husbandry,
taxidermy,
agriculture, you know, manufacturing, engineering,
pavement engineers,
computer science, marketing,
aerospace,
retail. You know, all of different industries.
plastic surgeries.
Yeah, medicine is just like blowing up with Sensual Essences. It's
Cleaning,
really I feel
cleaning
like
services. We're such a hit in the cleaning services industry and hospitality. I
mean,
think
if you
because
look
it's
at
so
it-
relatable.
oh, yeah,
I think, you know, if you're just
hospitality.
going to talk over me, I'm just going to talk over you.
No. You keep talking, Dan, because I was just saying how, you know, like we've looked at all of these graphs and charts and diagrams and
Metrics.
all of the sort of metrics and predictive things that, you know, we've got our analysts working on this stuff like all the fucking time. And Mark doesn't just make those fucking awesome bubble teas. He's doing all these like charts and stuff.
Have you ever seen him making the bubble tea while he's doing his, you know, metric analysis?
Well, he's usually on his phone, and I think he does stuff on the phone. I don't know. He's just like fucking cranking. He's like one of those guys that's just like fucking cranking shit out. Anyway, like when you look at those lines that start at 0, and now here we are, like about 2 years later, 100 shows into it,
It's crazy.
and you see where that line has gone.
Straight up.
I mean, we opened that line up for 10 years.
I mean, really, we're going to be in the...
Sensual Essences is going to be the brand. Biggest brand in the world.
We are accepting brand partnerships at the moment. Anybody,
Yeah.
you know, we'll promote your brand here. We won't make fun of it. We'll honor and respect the company values, the value proposition, your customer base, your demographics, you know.
Sure, but we'll take all of that stuff into consideration. I mean, we're reaching out to some of the biggest companies out there.
No, so you got it backwards. They're reaching out to us.
Exactly. I mean, at this point, they're reaching out to us. We even have a hard time because, like, I was supposed to call
Coke.
Coca-Cola, and then Pepsi is like after that. I can't believe I'm talking about
Adidas.
those guys on the same day. Adidas, you know, Lockheed Martin,
NASA.
You know, Mobile, ExxonMobil.
Yeah. The Child Protective Services.
ESI, you know, AIG,
GGGO.
GGGO is like another one of those, you know, multinational yeah, it's just like the list goes on and on and on and on, and it's like,
and it's crazy. Like, I keep having to tell Warren Buffett that I got to call him back.
I know it's like we're playing phone tag, and it's like a little embarrassing.
It is.
Honestly, like I want to be able to at least just lock down a meeting time.
I know.
Which was supposed to be yesterday.
So,
but I guess
Mike, what do you
he's
think?
on
What do you
vacation
really
now.
think, though? Like, what do you really think, though? Let's get down to it. Like, what do you really think? Let's really get it all out there. For
Well,
real. And all, like every Asian girl on the dating apps wants a sincere relationship.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
you-
I want to have. Thanks for kind of framing that question a little bit, because
Can you? I'm the
confused.
Asian girl. Consider that. Picture me as the fake Asian girl profile on a dating
Sure.
app. I'm actually
Okay.
somebody based, like a 40-year-old man in Sri Lanka. but-
Sure, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
You might be a 40-year-old man. You might just be like some kind of like generative program. That,
exactly. Yeah,
Um,
but on my profile, it's some beautiful Asian girl, and the only thing it says is I'm looking for something sincere. So
Yeah.
can you be that for me right now?
Let me just.
What do you really think
I just
about?
want to like think of consider.
Well, how about let me get it
how
started
important that
properly.
is.
Hold on, let me
That
send you a
that's-
text message right now, so
Oh.
we can get this started properly, and then you just go
Okay.
ahead and read what this says.
Okay.
It should be appearing on your phone any second.
I just sent you something back.
So I
Just-
texted Mike and it said hi, and then he wrote back and said hey. So we're off on the right foot here.
Off on the right, we're kind of like hitting all of those green flags at the same time
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Those international symbols of attraction,
yep.
and sort of sorting through that endless lot of potential mates and matches.
I know.
And really narrowing it down with sincerity and expressive. Just it's like a cornucopia of intimate personal expression.
Just picture a cornucopia overflowing with AI-generated Asian girls and Sri Lankan men. And then there
they're
it is.
all,
That's Bumble.
yes, the Matrix futurized AI generated.
And really, that's kind of what our show is I think that's what we're trying
Yeah.
to say, is that we're full of AI, we're full of Asian girls, we're full of sincerity, and we both have cornucopias.
I mean, with based off of Mark's charts, I mean, within a couple shows, this whole show is going to be AI generated.
Pretty much.
So we're uploading vertically into the databases the previous shows, and the generative language structure of the analysis that's going to be happening into future shows is just going to be sort of exponentially greater, reaching even broader market placement into those verticals and horizontals and laterals and different dimensional aspects of the algorithm. That is just, it's getting a lot better is the point. Do you have anything you want to chime in there, big guy?
Yeah, I really like doing the show.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
it's pretty cool.
I mean, I think it's cool, and I think it's like pretty rad too.
Yeah, I mean, I think next time we do a board presentation, we just say, hey, things are good. We like doing the show.
Things are pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, Dan, maybe like, I mean, I don't know if we can even talk about this on the show, but it was like, I was gonna say like, hey man, like, would it be cool if like you let your hair grow out a little more?
That's a tough one. I don't know if you noticed,
I mean,
but
have you seen what it looks like if it grows out for like a couple months? Because it might look cool.
I don't know.
It might be just totally weird. I don't know.
I started going bald when I was 20, and about 4 years ago, I realized it.
Dan, I think we should be honest with the people here. I mean, you were like about 19.
Probably 19. It's just a consequence of having, about 300 times the normal testosterone levels of the average man.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'm sure you can tell from my voice that I'm basically a beast. The thing is, it really contributes a lot to the show.
It doesn't really sound like you don't sound like you're a beast necessarily. I mean, you sound like you could be a beast. It's just like the physical presence of Dan is always pretty intimidating.
You know, it's something that I have learned to temper a lot because
it's like
people find it so intimidating.
Dan's physical presence is similar to some sort of like coiled spring with a lot of pressure on it, like sort of like somewhere between like a coiled spring with 10,000 tons of pressure that could just rupture and puncture any surface, or
there's
like an alligator or a lion poised.
Hang on, you're not
strike.
You're not exactly capturing the whole thing. Yeah, there's that kind of pressure, that tension, right? But then there's also just the raw,
there's the raw charisma, the magnetism.
But and then there's that godlike quality, that ineffable kind of godlike quality.
It's always like, you know, I mean, if you want to look into Dan's eyes directly, you know, at your own peril, because you don't know what's going to happen. If you make direct eye contact, I mean, you know, you might Dan could sell you the shirt off your own back. He could.
No. Listen, you're understating it a bit. It's something in between putting your head in a particle accelerator and a flamethrower.
Yeah, I mean, we've all seen Back to the Future.
Yeah.
That scene where Marty hits the big cord and gets blown back.
Yeah, imagine that, but charisma and...
Yeah, or like the spot where like they hit the lightning bolt at the exact perfect time, and then the fucking thing goes back to the future.
Well, that's what it's like if I touch you, even on accident.
Dan has sent so many people back to the future.
Yeah.
It's like a little embarrassing sometimes at parties.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. I mean, I didn't think we were going to go there in the show, honestly, Dan.
You know, what you really got to do is, you know, those like radiation suits that people wear? Like, always have one of those with you.
I'm getting a little uncomfortable talking about this.
All right, we can change the topic. So, Mike, going forward, you know, where do you see Sensual Essences like 5 minutes in the future?
I mean, you know, it's basically going to be where it is now, but when you pull out into the 10, 15, 20 minutes into the future, and then you start ramping that up into the kind of verticals that we're expecting for the 20, 30, and 40-year positions, you know, it's a solid AAA kind of investment that's going to give you the returns.
Okay,
you know,
Mike, I got to interrupt here.
25%, you know, kind of stuff, kind of gold standard cryptocurrency kind of returns, like Bitcoin level times. It's like basically Bitcoin times Ethereum times a Mach 5 rocket.
Yeah. Honestly, we're in such a disruptive position to shake the entire industry up. I'm going to have to break my NDA here and just say something because I'm so excited about it. Often we talk about, you know, AA experiences, AAA experiences. What we're disrupting the entire industry. We're introducing now 2-star experiences, 3-star experiences, 4-star experiences, even 5-star experiences here.
Wow.
And again, you know, lawyers, I'm sorry, I did have to break the NDA, but I'm so excited to be...
We're just both really excited about the 3, 4, and 5-star experiences that are followers, users, and sub-vesicles are going to be participating in.
Mm-hmm. So really, in the time frame from the next 5 minutes after this show is published into the long view of the 40-year position, what we're saying is that it looks like nothing but pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, you know, if you wanted to get in now...
now's the time.
Now's the time to get in because, you know, once Sensual Essences is running the Matrix, it's going to be a little late. And, you know, you
buy in now.
you want to get in now when stuff is like affordable.
Yeah.
Because when your brain and physical body is attached, running the machines that's like drawing out of your life blood, it's going to be hard to kind of detach.
Okay, so I just want to make another statement then. You're sort of giving the game away here. The whole idea behind calling the show Sensual Essences is that we actually suck the essences out of you.
Well, I mean, it's a symbiotic kind of thing. I mean, that was my interpretation. That was sort of like, it's a symbiotic thing, but at the end of the day, we're Mike and Dan are the bosses.
Yeah, but really, you're losing by listening. You're losing your life. You're losing your time. We get it. We grow stronger,
bigger,
more powerful,
greater, larger, richer,
and that's the trade.
Sexier, smarter,
yeah,
cuter.
That's the trade. It's a fair trade. I mean, if you've heard even 1 or 2 episodes of our show, you get it. It's worth it.
Oh,
it's worth it. It's
definitely worth it.
We're basically vampires, and that's it.
I mean,
anyway, look, I think
they have so many things. There's so many good vampires these days.
Yeah,
it's like not even. It's more like cyborg vampires. Cyborg insect vampires.
I don't know. I'm picturing in my head like a holy vampire, like one that serves the Lord.
Oh, wow.
Like he's cursed, but he wants to redeem himself, but he can't, he can't escape his urges and cravings. And then every time he, succumbs to his cravings, he has to repent. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think, not only...
like a tall, slim, very handsome guy with long hair.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, I think we're going to be getting into, in the future shows and as our stuff is sort of getting framed out into the extended predictions and forecasts about, our position in the marketplace.
Oh, you're going to bring up phase 2. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead. Lay it out. This is Sensual Essences phase 2.
There's the holy vampires. There's the sort of like the very devout positions. We're going to actually be implementing like a whole different sort of GoFundMe style indulgences kind of thing, taking a little bit of a sort of a tip of the hat to the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Sort of,
honestly, well, we were thinking to call it Go Fund Yourself.
We don't really have the dates. We don't really have the dates on when that started, but it was a commonplace for at least 1,000 years. And so we're going to have all different kinds of great indulgences.
Premium indulgences too. Premium. There's different tiers of our indulgences.
There's B plus, A,
gold,
double A, triple A, gold, platinum, executive platinum,
indulgence XL. Anything you could possibly want, and once you get one, you're going to want to upgrade to the next one. The value there is incredible. Really, and we do offer financing, reasonable rates. And
again, this is the kind of thing you want to get in now, and get that early position,
growth
in the
position.
sort of the growth position in that real estate market. If someone could have said, "Hey, you can buy a lot of real estate in Manhattan 200 years ago, when everything was just farmland and fields and trees," you could have had that stuff for a song.
This is the offer. It's not going to last forever.
This is it. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to last forever.
Go ahead and call 1-800-ESSENCES. 1-800-ESSENCES. We have operators standing by to take your calls. They're well trained. They're professional. excellent
here.
demeanor, beautiful, and they'll go over
Tom.
all of the different financing options, all of the different tiers, all the different payment programs.
For sure, and it doesn't. If you're listening to this on a translation, it will be able to translate anything into anything.
Excellent. Listen,
Yeah,
wow. So 100 episodes, they're just done and dusted. I can't believe it. It feels
100
like
episodes deep. It just feels like yesterday we started, and Dan, I'm looking forward to 100 more, and then as many more as we can stack on top of that.
yeah, geez, can't imagine. Well, look, go ahead and send your checks, money orders, cash, credit cards. Sensual Essences 2000 at Gmail. Our inbox is flooded, so if it takes us a while to get back to you, we will get back.
Daniel,
Oh, hey, who's this?
Daniel,
Oh, hey, what's your name?
It's your mammy.
Oh, hey, Mammy.
I was just coming in just to see if you needed any coffee or anything.
Look, Mammy. I'm tired of you interrupting me when I'm in the middle of something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were busy. I thought you were taking a nap.
Now, we had an understanding that you violating, and I ain't gonna tolerate it no more. You hear me?
Oh, I don't want you to be upset. Let me just rub your shoulders. a
Don't
little
touch
bit.
me, Mammy. I ain't gonna tolerate that neither. You're always
Oh,
trying to
you're just
manipulate me with
upset.
your kindness.
You're just upset. And I don't mind. I'll just rub my big old bosom on you a little
Oh,
bit.
Mammy.
You know, man.
You know exactly what softens me up. Oh, man.
That's okay. Listen, I'll get you some coffee. You want anything else? You want
All
like
right,
a
Mammy,
croissant? You want a croissant? You
I
want
ca-
one of those nice chocolate almond croissants?
I can't stay
I'll make
mad
that
at
up.
you.
I already made them up. And I just had them right here. You want one or two? I'll leave two. And listen, I have the coffee right here behind me. Here, sweetheart, I love you.
I can't stay mad at Mammy. She's always killing me with kindness and crushing me with her boobs.
How can you stay mad at Mammy? You can't even. Yeah, you can't stay mad at Mammy.
Oh, hold on, should I
She's too nice. She's
Yeah.
too sweet.
Yeah.
She just wants to bring you some coffee.
So seriously, 100 shows, Mike. What do you think?
Dan, it's been great.
been-
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable
It's
time.
exceeded. It's exceeded anyone's wildest expectations.
Oh man, I can't believe it. Honestly, it's just been a transformative, transcendental, transmogrifying, transgendering experience for me.
Oh man, me too.
I've gone back and forth between so many genders, ones I'd never thought that were even possible. Mixed genders, no gender. I've had my own gender reveal parties, just me. And I tell you, it's always a surprise, and I owe it all to Sensual Essences. And honestly, Mike, I owe it all to you.
Wow, Dan.
And I've never felt this way before. And I owe it all to you. Incredible 100 show. All right, I'm going to turn it off here. Thanks
All
for
right, bro.
listening.
Thanks for listening.